कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। सन्तोषिणी जगन्माता मम सौभाग्यवृद्धये नमस्करोमि भक्त्या त्वां प्रसन्ना वरदा भव। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। इलाम्बुजश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीतासमारोपितवामभागम् पाणौ महासायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्. So far we have seen 14 chapters. Now we shall see the 15th chapter. 15th chapter is the essence of the whole Bhagavad Gita teaching. In fact, the teaching of Gita is concluded here. Then you may wonder, there are 3 more chapters, 16, 17, 18. 16th and 17th chapter is like an appendix or instruction to make adjustment within yourself. These vernier adjustment you make within your mind, you will be able to appreciate Bhagavad Gita teaching better. Then 18th chapter is a summary of the entire Bhagavad Gita. There are no new topics there. It is a summary. Now, 15th chapter is a very beautiful chapter. In the ashram, when we were studying, we have to chant the whole 15th chapter before the food. So we were all very young young people, young brahmacharis means always hungry. And hot food is sitting in front of you. And at that time, they asked us to chant 15 chapter. We used to complain, what is this? But then somebody told, thank God they are not asking you to chant 18 chapters. So that was a consolation. Now, let us see. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha ऊर्ध्वमूलमधः शाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित्. In 2.5 verses, Bhagavan is painting the picture of a tree of samsara. This tree is peculiar. The roots are above and below are the branches. This tree is called Ashwatha tree. If you want to hear the what you call botanical name, religiosa, religiosa, Ficus religiosa, that is the name, botanical name. But Ashwatha in Sanskrit means, Shwa means tomorrow, Stha means remaining, Ashwatha means that which do not remain the same tomorrow. That means what? Our samsara, the world is also not the same tomorrow. It is continuously changing. Above here means urdhvamulam, above, the roots are above, means here beyond time. Not physical above, or like a family tree upside down. No. Lord is the unseen roots. Then leaves are the Vedic mantras. If a society follow the teaching of our Shastras, then that society will definitely prosper. That is why this British Professor Colonel McCloy, he visited India during their rule and went around the country and came back and reported in the British Parliament that these Indians we cannot rule if they follow our Vedas, their Vedas, scriptures, because all of them follow honesty, dharma, righteousness. There is no what you call evil in the society. It is very difficult to rule them unless we introduce English as the superior language and destroy Sanskritam. And they eventually did it. In 200 years' time, they totally destroyed the Sanskrit and replaced it with English. So that is our Vedic teaching. If the society follows, that society will definitely prosper. Then he gives more details of this tree, but this tree of samsara is not a real tree. It can be cut asunder with the sword of knowledge and detachment. After saying that, Bhagavan says, after cutting down the tree, then what one should do? He should seek that goal, that padam, that goal of perfection. After developing values. Then he says, what is the nature of this jiva? Mamaevamso jiva loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha Manashashtanindriyani Prakritisthani Karshati. Consciousness reflected in the mind is called Jiva, called Pratibimba Chaitanya. It pulls together the five senses with the help of mind. And finally, Bhagavan says, Prakritistani Karshati. What he says here is, I myself is Jiva residing in every body. In 13th chapter we saw, Kshetratnyam chapi mam viddhi sarvakshetreshu bharata. I myself is the Kshetratnya in everyone. So here also Bhagavan says, I myself is Jiva residing in every body. Now afterwards saying this, everybody think that in every religion, they make God far, far away. In Hinduism also, we think that the Lord is in Vaikuntha or in heaven or in Kailas or in Brahmaloka, far, far away. Why? Because human being doesn't want God to be around, watching him. So we keep him safely far away. Now here you see in 15th chapter, Bhagavan comes closest to you, very close to you. So that concept is totally revolutionized here. And he is not far, far away. He is right here with you. In fact, watching every thought of yours. That is scary, right? Now, Bhagavan is saying that next one. Yadadityagatam tejaha jagat bhasayate khilam yat chandramasi yat chaknau tat tejo vidhi mamakam. Yat adityagadam tejaha, that light which is in the sun. Jagat bhasayate akhilam, which illumines the whole world. And understand, Arjuna, that is me. The power that is there in the sun to illumine the entire creation, that light is myself. Not only that, yet chandramasi chagnav tattejo vidhi mamakam, the cooling light, the cooling rays of the moon, and the soothing rays of the moon, and the brilliance in the fire, they are all understand it is myself. Bhagavan is introducing himself to all of us. Next one. Gama Vishyacha Bhutani Arayamyahamojasa Ushnami Chaushati Sarvaha Somo Bhutva Rasatmakaha. The sun rays, Gam Avishyacha Bhutani, the sun rays as Narayana enter the earth and fertilize the land. 6 inches surface is fertile. And then he says, Gamavishya bhutani dharayam aham ojasa. With my ojas, I support this earth. Means he fertilized the land. Ushnami chaushadhihi sarvaha. And the with moonlight Narayana, I give the food value to all vegetable kingdom. We found all vegetables, lentils, pulses are all in the creation. We have not created any one of them. We cultivate them, but we don't create them. The Lord is the one who fertilizes the land. If you go beyond 6 inches, then they have to use the artificial fertilizer. Then as moon, I give food value to the vegetable kingdom. Narayana as sun fertilize the land, and Narayana as moon give food value to the grains and vegetables. And Narayana as fire help us to cook the food. None of the vegetable is our creation. Okay, Swamiji, then that vegetable I buy and bring it to our kitchen, wash it and cut it and put it in the vessel to cook. At least cooking is mine, isn't it? Bhagavan says, no, the fire and water to cook is not yours. It is Bhagavan's. It belongs to the Lord. Swamiji, how about masala then? That is also, Bhagavan says, that is also not yours. The masalas you found in the creation, you mix it according to your taste. South Indian taste is different. North Indian taste is different, isn't it? According to your taste, you mix it. But the masala also you found in the creation. Then at least eating is mine. Bhagavan says, look at this. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritaha Pranapana Samayuktaha Pachamyannam Chaturvitham. At least the cooked food is mine. No. Fire to cook is Bhagavan's grace or blessing. After cooking, at least eating is mine. He says, no. Even eating is possible only when we are alive, isn't it? That life in us is Bhagavan himself. After the food disappeared through the mouth, who digest it for us? Bhagavan said, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha. Having become the digestive fire in the stomach, I cook again and digest the food for you. And what are the type of food that we eat? He has analyzed and made into groups. There are 4 types of food only we eat. What are they? Bhojyam, Bhakshyam, Choshyam, Lekyam cha. Bhakshyam means masticated food, solid food. Bhojyam means swallowed food, liquid food like soup, etc. or rasam. Lehyam means licked like a pickle. Chosham means sucked, like sugar cane or drumstick. If non-vegetarian people, bone marrow. Sitting in your stomach, I am the one digesting all these type of food for you. Now look at this. Lord has come from far, far away to your stomach, isn't it? Lord Krishna brings the faraway Lord to very near you, nearest in you. When you are snoring away, the Lord is working. Sometimes He works overtime. So after your dinner, Bhagavan cooks everything and clean the stomach completely. At that time, middle of the night, you send what? Ice cream. Then Bhagavan, now I had to do overtime. That is why fasting is advised to give rest to Bhagavan. This Jadarakni, even a missionary, when it is run for some time, they shut it down for overall. That is why now what happened? Intermittent fasting has become very famous, isn't it? These are all given in our Shastra. Even though Bhagavan is explaining so beautifully, but the moment we see the food, we forget all this, isn't it? That is why before eating the food, you have to offer to Bhagavan, because eating itself is a ritual. It is something like a offering that you offer to Bhagavan. The Lord is sitting inside your stomach as Jatarakni, and the food that we are offering is like a puja. We are offering to Him. So therefore, we should be respectful to food. Why? The food is also Bhagavan. Come in the plate to serve you. But we forget all this. Continue. Sarvasya chaham riti sannivishtaha matta smriti jnanam apauhanam cha edaicha sarvairahameva vedya Vedanta krit veda videva chaham. Bhagavan said, therefore, understand that I dwell in the heart of all. Sarvasya chaham. Sarvasya cha aham kriti sannivishtaha. And I dwell in the heart of all. From me alone, knowledge, memory, even forgetfulness come. Sometimes forgetting is also very good. If you remember everything that happened in your life, life becomes miserable. Memory is automatically erased. So even in computer also, the computer will ask, are you sure you want to erase? Then you say yes, then only it will erase. But here, Bhagavan's system, it is automatically erased. Otherwise, think about it. One person, his friend told him that you are a fool. Now he remembered this happened 20 years ago. After 20 years, he met him and he won't talk to him. He asked him, hey, why are you not talking to me? He said, 20 years ago, you told me I am a fool. That's why. And he said, did I tell you 20 years ago you are a fool? Yeah. Then I tell you, I reconfirm it. What else to do? In the entire Veda, what is to be known is me. What is that? Aham. What is to be known? The whole bottom line of all scriptures, like as Shankaracharya said, Ardhashloke pravakshyami yaduktam kranta kodipihi. In half verse, I'll tell you what is given in crores of scriptures. What is that? Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya Jivo Brahmaiva Napara. Satyam, what is truth is Brahman. This world is Mithya. Mithya means unreal, apparent. And what is that? Jiva means individual self, the soul that we talk about, and Bhagavan. Both are one and the same. Now, this is what Bhagavan here says. What is the bottom line is that you have to know what is the real meaning of this word aham. I told you some time before, our alphabet start with A, and our alphabet start or end with Sanskrit alphabet, I'm saying, and end with Ha. Yara, Lava, Shasha, Sa, Ha. Both you have to keep the mouth open, guttural. Ah, Ha. You cannot keep the mouth open all the time. You have to close it also. Then it will come Ma. So Aham include what? It represents the entire alphabets. Alphabet makes the words. Words make sentence. Sentence gives you knowledge. So the entire gamut of knowledge that you can gain in this world is ultimately pointing out towards what? Know thyself. You should know your real nature, represented by aham. This I, in English it is I, and without this I, we are using profusely. In fact, every sentence we use the word I, but we don't know the meaning, real meaning of I. We think I means this body or mind or intellect or ego. But those platforms are not the real identity of I. The one who, in whole life, if you do not know the meaning of this I, whatever be your achievement in this life, it will never give you the total satisfaction. This is the teaching Bhagavan gives here. The entire Veda, what is to be known is the meaning of Aham, and that is the identity of Lord. Continue, concluding, iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam mayanaka etat buddhva buddhiman syat kritakrityascha bharata. Thus, this most secret science and sacred science has been taught by me, O Arjuna. You are sinless. Knowing Anakha means sinless. Knowing this, one becomes wise and all his duties are accomplished. Sakritya, he will feel complete, contented, happy. Now the word Shastra is used only here in the Gita. Therefore, Gita Shastra, that the commentators say the Gita Shastra, and here ends the 15th chapter. Now we come to the 16th chapter. This is the chapter of divine and diabolically fallen states. This good and evil remain in everyone's heart. The difference is one recognize it and the other boast about it. That is the difference. Now, for example, a person was passing by a village. He asked, Hey Vipra, Asmin Nagare Mahan Kaha, who is a big man in this town? He said, Taladruvanam Maha. Palm trees are big, tall. No, I am not asking that. Ko Dhataha, who is large-hearted person here? He is that washerman is a large-hearted person. Why? Vastram pradhar grihitva nishiddatati. He takes the cloth in the morning and return it by evening. So he is considered large-hearted person. No, I am not asking that. Ko vidwan, who is a vidwan means educated, intelligent person, wise man. Who is that? Paravitta vanjana vido sarvevi vidvajanaha. For cheating, everyone is wise. Then how do you live in such a place? Vishakrimi nyayena jivamyaham. A worm born in a poison will have no effect of poison, isn't it? So I am also one of them. So therefore I live very happily here. Now this is the nature of Rakshasa Vritti. First few verses, divine qualities, and afterward the whole chapter is talking about asuric qualities. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhihi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Dhanam Damascha Yajnascha Swadhyayastapa Arjavam. Bhagavan said the first quality of divine nature is fearlessness, abhayam. This abhayam comes only when there is purity of heart, sattva samshuddhi. Then, jnana yoga vyavastitihi, steadfastness in the yoga of knowledge. Pursuing the path of knowledge, he is steadfast. Take one path and be steady with it. Then, dhanam damascha yajnasya, charitable by nature, then self-controlled, and yajnascha, he perform rituals, yajna, and swadhyayaha, he study our scriptures on a daily basis. Then he is the tapasvi, austerities, and arjavam, straightforwardness. You can judge him by the look, no hidden layers of personality. Now, if you have these qualities, then you become fearless, endowed with divine qualities. Continuing. Dambo darpobhimanascha krodhah parushyameva cha ajnanam chapi jatasya Parthas sambadamasurim. Dambaha means hypocrisy. Advertise about his charity. Arrogance, darpaha, arrogance. People talk about, wedding. My only daughter's wedding, how many people came? Do you know? No, I don't know. Tell me. 2,000 people came. No, that is the best wedding in the town, the talk of the town. Like this is called arrogance, self-conceit, anger, krodha. Then parushyam means harshness, bitterness, and ignorance, mohamevacha, ignorance. All this belong to demonic nature. Now, why should I develop Devi Sampatti? Why not I live in that asuric nature? Bhagavan gives a comparison here. Daivi Sampat Vimokshaya Nibandhaya Surimata Mashucha Sampatam Daivim Abhijatosi Pandava. If you develop these divine qualities, it will eventually take you to liberation, moksha. The demonic will lead to bondage. And at that time, Arjuna must have looked at Bhagavan. So Bhagavan said, don't worry, Arjuna, grieve not, Arjuna. You are born with divine qualities. Bhagavan is consoling Arjuna. Then some more lakshana of this demonic nature is given. This demonic nature we don't have, Bhagavan doesn't have to explain, we all know. Oh, it is very difficult to explain also. One place I explained the 16th chapter in detail. One person came to me, Swamiji, if you want to insult me, you could have done directly in private, In publicly, why are you insulting me? People will get into that mood. Now, some more. What is that? Atyo Bhijanavaanasmi. Onyosti sadrisho maya. Yakshe dasyami modishya. Jnana vimohitaha. Adhyaha abhijanavan asmi. I am rich and well born in a high family. Acha khandan ke. Onyosti sadrisho maya. Who is equal to me in the whole society? And all these swamis and temples, etc., Bhagavan, etc., they're all in my hand. Why? I give them donation. I'm a charitable person. I will rejoice. Adyaha abhijanavanasmi onnosti sadrisho maya yakshe dasyami modishya iti ajnana vimohidaha. These are all due to ignorance and delusion. And Bhagavan said, Trividham narakasyedam dvaram nasanamatmanaha kamakrotastatha lobhaha tasmadedatrayam tyajet. Threefold is the gateway to hell. It is not that hell has got three gates, okay? You can reach there by three methods. What are the three methods? Kamaha, Krodhaha, Lobhaha. It is our own destruction. In this life itself, it will give you hell. Therefore, Bhagavan says, you should give up. I have explained to you in the second chapter, Jayato Vishayat Pumsa Sangasteshu Pajayate Sangat Samjayate Kamaha Kamat Krodho Vijayate Krodhat Pavati Sammoha. The second day of the lecture I explained. I hope it is not forgotten. Okay. Not that far. 1 year later I ask, of course, you will say forgot. But at least few days before. So this is the nature of desire. Desire not fulfilled, anger comes. Once anger comes, it is total destruction. Desire fulfilled, then what happened? Greed come. I want more, more. These are the enemies in our heart, and that is the gateway to hell. Therefore, hell means what? In this life itself, it will make you miserable. So, therefore, tasmat edatrayam tyaje. Give up this three in this life itself. Okay. Don't postpone it. Now, how do we know what is right and wrong in our life? So Bhagavan said, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Karya Vyavastito Jnatva Shastra Vidhanoktam Karma Kartumiharhasi. Therefore, you may please follow Shastra. Shastra be your guide about what is to be done and what is not to be done. Having known the commandment of the scriptures, you should act accordingly. Tatma Shastram Pramanante Karya Karya Vyavastito. Like you follow the traffic rules when you drive on the road. You have to follow traffic rule, then chances are there you reach home safely. So also in life, we have to follow certain rules. And these rules are given in our Shastra. Therefore, follow Shastra. With that advice, Bhagavan conclude that 16th chapter. Now, 17th chapter, what happens is this Tasma Shastram Pramanante. Bhagavan said that follow the Shastra. The last verse in the 16th chapter precipitated a doubt in the mind of Arjuna. This is called Anuprashna. 17th chapter starts with that doubt of Arjuna. Arjuna says, not everyone knows Shastra. Okay. And our Shastras are written in Sanskritam also. So nobody knows, people don't know Sanskrit. So therefore, but at the same time, he has complete faith in whatever he is doing. He may not be doing properly according to Shastra, but he do it with faith. Now, suppose without following Shastra, a person is performing puja, because in our family, everybody has got certain tradition. Because grandfather told me or great-grandfather told me, so you follow that blindly. So Arjuna's question is, suppose he has faith, but he's not following Shastra, what category he belongs to? His faith belongs to the Rajasic or Tamasic or Sattvic. It's something like this. One Mahatma was there in the Himalayas. He used to do puja every day. But whenever he prepared for doing puja, there was one cat used to come and smell all the puja dravyas. So he felt, no, that is not good. If the cat smell it, then you can't offer to Bhagavan. So to avoid that, this Mahatma is to tie the cat before the puja starts. Now this was going on for a long time, and the disciples watched this. And finally the Mahatma passed away. Then they have to follow the tradition of puja, which was done by their guru. So, but when they wanted to do that puja, then the first problem was they have to get a cat. Unless they tie the cat, they cannot do puja. So tying a cat became a tradition. This is how sometime in our culture, so many traditions are there. Nobody knows the origin, but we blindly follow. So this is what Arjuna's question is. A person who blindly follow certain way of doing rituals, etc., without following Shastra, what category he belongs to? Sattvic, Rajasic or Tamasic? Now Bhagavan says, Trivit Bhagav Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Trivita Bhavati Shraddha Dehinam Sa Swabhavaja Sattviki Rajasi Chaiva Tamasi Cheti Tam Shrunu. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Threefold is the faith born of their inherent nature. So everybody has, we are born with certain nature, called vasanas. And according to that, threefold is the faith. Three type of faith itself is threefold. Sattvic faith, Rajasic faith, Tamasic faith. And he gives an example here. Yajante sattvika devan. Yaksharaksham rajasaha Pretan bhutaganancha anye yajante tamasa jana. Those with sattvic faith, they worship gods, good-looking gods. That's where all our gods are all handsome looking, beautiful, and well dressed also, looking nice. The sattvic gods. Those with rajasic faith worship supernatural forces. Like what? Our Indra, Varuna, etc., supernatural forces. Those with tamasic faith worship ancestral spirit and ghost. People go to the smashanam and in the what do you call new moon day, dark fortnight, they will go and sit there and with the skull in hand, they start chanting some mantras. You must have seen in the Ramayanam serial how that Indrajit were doing tapas. So that kind of a tantric style of worship that is called tamasic type of worship. After giving that, Bhagavan, now here in this 17th chapter, there are 4 topics are there. One is ahara, food. Then yajna, dana, tapas. Yajna also, there are 3 types, sattvic yajna, rajasic yajna, tapasic yajna. Then tapas also, he divide that into again 3 levels. Shariram tapas, physical body tapas. Then walk tapas, which is very important with reference to our speech. There is a tapas. Then manasam tapas. Then lastly, he gives dhanam. Dhanam also sattvic dhanam, rajasic dhanam, tamasic dhanam. And then finally he says, suppose we make mistake. We are not in always in sattvic mood. Sometimes we are in a tamasic mood also. At that time, somebody come and ask for donation. You may give, but you may give with what? Contempt. Tamasic mood. So afterwards you realize I should have done better, but then it is too late. How to neutralize that effect? How to make amends? Bhagavan gives method also. This is how the 17th chapter concludes. Now here, aharastvapi sarvasya trivito bhavati priyaha yajnastapastatha dhanam tesham bhedamimam shrinu. Food also is of threefold. And then Bhagavan said, Yajnaha, Tapaha, Tatha, Dhanam. Tesham Vedamimam Shrunu. Please listen to these 3 type of Yajna and Dhanam and Tapaha. Now let us take up the food, sattvic food. I don't think it's there. I will read. आयुस्सत्त्वबलारोग्य सुखप्रीतिविवर्धनाः रस्याः स्निग्धाः स्थिरा हृद्याः आहारा सात्विकप्रियाः. So aharam also, there are so many factors are there. One is the source of food. Who cooks? Who serves? With what attitude one serves. Why? Because invisible vibration of the source of food unseen by you, it goes into your system. Therefore, source is very important. That is why olden days in our family, we always cook food. Our parents, our grandparents, they used to cook food. While cooking also, they will be chanting Vishnu Sahasranama, Lilita Sahasranama, or at least they will put it on. Those days there was no tape recorder. Now they memorize, they chant. And look at that, those vibrations go into the food. That food come to the table when you eat, your mind become calm. But nowadays what we do, we cook and what is that? Cursing everybody. Pura Khandan. I don't know why I came to this country now. I had to cook everything. I had to buy everything. I had to go shopping. I have to do everything. And husband of mine, he will sit there and watch TV. He doesn't even come and help me. And look at this. And then I have 2, 3 children also. They also demand. With all these pressures in the mind, you are cooking. What is that? Your thoughts are getting transferred to the food. Then you serve that food and then you complain after eating that food. None of them in the family listen to me. How they will listen? So, asat parigraha papam, it is called impure souls. So, attitude while cooking, serving, etc. is very important. Now, puja also, there are 3 factors. One is object of worship. What type of idol he worship? Devata. That determines his nature. Choice of Devata. Then mode of worship. Prakaram. Method of worship. That also determines his nature. Bhavana. Motive for puja. This will determine his puja or yajna, whether it is sattvic, rajasic or tamasic. So, sattvic food, how it should be, there's a point here. Ayuhu, that food should give you longevity. Sattva balam means mental strength. Arogyam, physical health. Sukha priti vivardhanaha. So after eating, you should feel comfortable at stomach, isn't it? You should not see some Ghoshayatra going on in the stomach. That sound should not come. Priti vivardhanaha, increase happiness. After eating, you should feel comfortable. That's the idea. Rasyaha, sweet. Snigdhaha, greasy. It is said in olden method, little ghee should be there. Aharaha, stiraha means firm. Solid means wholesome food. Hridyaha, and when the food is cooked and come to the plate, it should look pleasing. It should not look very, difficult, looking very ugly, etc. Should not. Pleasing. Aharaha, such food, sattvika priyaha. When you are in a sattvic mode, you would enjoy such food. Now, if you are in a rajasic mode, what kind of food do you like? Kattvam lalavana tyushna tishna ruksha vidahina ahara rajasasyeshta dukkha shokamaya pradaha. See the words used also. Gadabada, gadabada. Look at that. Kattombala Lavadatyushna Tishna Ruksha Vidahinaha. Katu means bitter. Ati Katu means too much bitter. Karela, etc. Amla means sour. Then Lavanam means the salty. Atyushna, Ati Shabda is to be used everywhere. Ati means too much bitterness, too much sour, too salty, and Ushna here means heat, hot food. People like, some tawa say, just right from the tawa, they like to take it and put it in their mouth. It's called Madras hot. Then Tikshna means pungent. Pungent means, now to explain that example. Have you bought any time this sushi, vegetarian sushi you get? Along with that, they give you this mustard sauce. This is paste they give you, mustard paste. And suppose by mistake you take that directly, then what happened? Your kundalini will raise. It will hit your nostrils. And that is example for pungent. Then harsh, ruksham, harsh. Vidahinaha, burning. That is chili. Chili hot. Vidahinaha. Not only while eating, as it goes down, you can see the path. So going. Vidahinaha, it burns. Ahara, rajasaseshta. These are the rajasic type of food. Dukkha shokamaya pradaha. While eating, you are crying, isn't it? I start watering, and the body also, and mouth also, and you will keep on saying, ooh, etc. But still seem acha hai, acha hai. Shokamaya pradaha. Afterwards, it gives you disease, lot of other problem also. This is rajasic type. It is not that same person when he is in a sattvic mood, he will like that food. When he is in a rajasic mood, he will like rajasic type of food. Mirchi, masala chahiye. That's rajasic type. Then tamasic type of mind, what they like. Yata yamam gata rasam ute paryushitam chayate uchishtamapi chametyam bhojanam tamasapriyam yata yamam. Food cooked after 3 hours. Gata rasam, overcooked. Putihi means bad smelling. Paryushitam, kept overnight. After cooking overnight. That means all of us are eating tamasic food only, isn't it? Because we cook food and put it in the freezer. For what? For whole week. Saturday, Sunday we cook and then put it in the freezer and take one by one and heat up and eat, isn't it? So these are all tamasic food. Uchishtama means what? Leftover. We eat only leftover food. Cha amedyam. Amedyam means that food is not fit for offering to the Lord. Such bhojanam tamasapriyam. So what is sattvic food? Freshly cooked food. Amji, this is very difficult in nowadays. We don't know our lifestyle. All fast food, etc. And in the grocery store, if you go in the freezer department, everything is given freezed. Just to take it and bring it and heat up and eat. That is all so easy nowadays. Bhagavan said, eat it. But the problem is that tamasic food. That is all. It doesn't have, when it is freezered food, what happens is all the essence, the vitamins are all gone completely. What are you eating? Nothing. Therefore, subject to different kinds of diseases. So avoid that as far as possible. Go and make some fresh food and eat. Then Bhagavan talks about yajna. There are three types of yajna: sattvic yajna, rajasic yajna, tamasic yajna. Sattvic type of yajna you perform without expecting anything. This is my duty. I must do it. With that attitude, one who perform, which is called sattvic yajna. Then tamasic, rajasic yajna is with expecting result. We perform certain rituals. That is called rajasic. Then tamasic yajna is one who never follow any rules. Vidihinam, asashtanam, mandrahinam, adakshinam, without proper mantra or not giving proper dakshina to the priest. These are all Shraddha Virahidam, without any proper faith. Such yajna is called Tamasam yajna, which will not give you the desired result. Then comes to the tapas. Tapas is Shariram tapas. Devat Vijaguru Pratnya Pujanam Shaujavarjavam Brahmacharyam Ahimsa cha Shariram tapa uchyate. Shariram tapas is austerity. The tapaha, yajnaha, and dhanam. These three things are very important in everyone's life. 18th chapter also, Bhagavan says, yajna dana tapah karma nat tyajyam pavananicha. So, this Bhagavan is going to talk about in the 18th chapter. This one should not give up. Why? Because the tapas is conserving our energy. Our mental, we have infinite amount of energy is given to us by the Lord. The mind has got infinite power, but that power is dissipated with our wrong channel of thinking. Therefore, how to conserve that energy is the method of tapas. So that's why following certain values, disciplining ourselves, these are all called tapas. That conserved energy, how to channelize, that channelizing in the proper way is called yajna. Then when you properly channelize, you definitely gain prosperity. And that prosperity, how one should share with others, is called dhanam. These are all connected. So, shariram tapas. So, what first one is pujanam. Every day one should worship one, whatever devata you select. We have Hindus, we have so many gods. You select one of them and perform puja on a daily basis. That is called the Deva, Dvija, Guru. Guru Pujana means worship, means respect all of them. And Shaucham means purity, physical purity. Arjavam, straightforwardness. Brahmacharya, he means overall discipline in the outside world indulgence. With reference to our sense indulgence, there must be some discipline. This is called Sharira with reference to physical body tapas. Then the most important one is Vak tapas. So, with reference to all our problems we create due to our wrong usage of words, isn't it? So vak tapas is very important. Bhagavan gives 4 formulas. Anudvegakaram vakyam, satyam, priyam, hitam chayate. Swadhyaya abhyasanam chaiva, vangmayam tapa uchyate. Shankaracharya writes in his commentary, all the 4 items are very important. First one is what? Your word should not create disturbance in the other's mind, the listener's mind. Anudvegakaram vakyam. At the same time, it should be true, satyam. You should speak truth only. But just because speaking truth doesn't mean that it should be priyam. It should be pleasant. If it is unpleasant, then don't speak. When you have to speak, it should be pleasant. And also see that it is beneficial to the person. So these are the 4 items we have to be careful. And when you decide to speak truth, then it should be presented pleasantly. A very beautiful example is there in Ramayana that when Bhagavan Ramchandraji was asked to go to the forest by Kaikeyi, and Dacharata Maharaj also approved that. And this news he has to break to his mother, Kausalyaji. That time where he went in Tulsi Ramayana, it's beautifully said that he has to break the news. So how to say, how to tell the truth at the same time pleasing also. So Mata, so Pita Dini Mohi Kanana Raju. How beautifully he said. The Father has given me the kingdom of forest. He didn't say, I'm banished to forest. No, he didn't say. He said, the kingdom of forest, he made me the king there, not here. That is all. So how beautifully he said. He telling the truth also. But how beautifully you presented. This is how the walk tapas, it is said. For that, in order to gain that walk tapas, what is the most important thing is swadhyaya abhyasanam. One should read our scriptures on a daily basis, like chanting Bhagavad Gita, or chanting Vishnu Sahasranama, or chanting Lalita Sahasranama, etc., on a daily basis. What happened? Vani Shuddhi Keli. Your tongue becomes purified. That's why in Vedas it is said, Jikva me madhumattama. Let my tongue be filled with honey, honeyed tongue. For that, what is necessary? Scriptures, reading scriptures is very important because that is the one that inspires you. That is called Vangmayam Tapa. Then Manasam Tapas, Manaprasadaha, cheerfulness. Whenever somebody look at you, they feel happy. But there are people who always look sad. Somebody asked him, why are you so sad? Janam se aisi hai. Kya kare? By birth I am like this. No. Anaprasadaha, saumyatam, gentleness. The way you walk, sit, deal with people, conversation, etc. There must be some gentleness. Maunam, mental calmness is called maunam. Atma vinigraha, certain discipline you should follow in your life. Bhava samshuddhihi means noble thought, entertain noble thoughts. Sat vichara, never think bad about anybody. Everybody, there will be something good. Don't have this mosquito psychology. What is mosquito psychology? Mosquito always sit at the shady side of people. Don't look at the shady side of a person. Called Bhavasam Suddhi iti tapaha anasam uchyate. These are the tapas at the mental level. So these are the tapas. So yajna, three types, tapas, three types, then dhanam also three types. दातव्यमिति यद्दानं दीयतेनुपकारिणे देशे काले च पात्रे च तद्दानं सात्विकं स्मृतम्. This is to be given. This person deserves help and you don't expect anything from him. That type of a dhanam is considered sattvic dhanam. यत्युप्रत्युपकारार्थं फलमुद्दिश्य वा पुनः दीयते च परिक्लिष्टं तद्दानं राजसं स्मृतम्. Expecting return from him and some favor from him, and while giving you say you owe me one, that kind of thing. So, and reluctantly you gave. That kind of a dhanam is called rajasam dhanam. Adeshakale yaddanam apatrebhyascha diyate asakritamavajnadam tattamasamudahritam. And wrong place, wrong time, and wrong person. If you give also asakritam avajnadam, with contempt you gave such a kind of dhanam. Suppose you give a person who's given dhanam to a drug addict, that will be destroying him. You are not helping him. So such kind of a dhanam is the tamasic dhanam. Now Bhagavan says, suppose you have done mistake, let us say, in a tamasic mood, somebody approaches you, you do dhanam, or tamasic mood, you do yajna or tapas. So how to atone that sin? Bhagavan says, at the end of it, you say, Om Tat Sat Iti. Om Tat Sat Iti Nirdeshaha Brahmanastrividha Smritaha Brahmanastena Vedascha Yajnascha Vihita Pura. So after giving yajna or performing yajna or tapas or dhanam, the end of it you say Om Tat Sat. Then all the defects will be absolved. Last verse, the bottom line Bhagavan says is Ashraddhaya Hutam Dattam Tapastaptam Kritam Chayat Asadityuchyate Partha Achatat Pretya no Iha. Arjuna, whatever is sacrificed, given or performed, whatever austerity is practiced, the bottom line is you should do with faith. Without faith, if you perform all this, it is called asat, means useless. O Partha, it is not helpful for you here or hereafter. So that is the bottom line. Asadityuchyate Partha najatat pretya no iha. It will not help you either here or hereafter. With that, the 17th chapter also we complete. Now we come to the 18th chapter. Arjuna Uvacha Sannyasasya mahabaho tattvamichhami veditum Tyagasya cha rishikeshah Prithakkeshi nishodana. See, Arjuna raised this question in third chapter, fifth chapter also. Still he has not given up that. What? The word sannyasa. Now he is asking clarification. Now here in a different way Arjuna is asking the same question, but more matured. Arjuna is also calling Bhagavan, O mighty armed. I desire to know the essence of sannyasa. What do you mean by sannyasa? And what you also use the word tyaga. Tyaga means abandonment. If you look at the dictionary, meaning of tyaga and sannyasa both are same. So now, what is the difference? Why are you using these two words? Now Bhagavan gives definition. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Kamyanam Karmanam Nyasam Sannyasam Kavayo Viduhu Sarva Karma Phalatyagam Prahustyagam Vichakshana. Bhagavan says, giving up desire prompted activities is called sannyasa. Actually, sannyasa means giving up your ego is called sannyasa. And what is tyaga? Giving up the result of action is called tyaga. Both are egoless state. Then Bhagavan says, Yajna dana tapah karma natyajyam karyameva tat yajnyo danam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. There are some schools says one should not give up yajna dana tapaha. They are purifiers even to the wise. But some of them say it should be given up as all activities can bind a person. But Bhagavan, according to his opinion, he says one should not give up yajna, dana, tapas. The tapas is conserving energy. Yajna means channelizing energy into constructive field of activities. Dhanam, sharing the profit with the needy. Even if you are a sannyasi, you should not give up these three. Because if you are a sannyasi, you get also involved with the world. Then your mind get affected. How do you purify yourself? So such penances are required. Bhagavan says, this is my opinion. Now the reason also Bhagavan gives, Naki deha brita shakyam tektum karmanya sheshataha yastu karma phalatyagi Satyagītyabhidhīyate. Embodied person cannot indeed totally renounce activities. Nahi dehabruda shakyam tektum karmanya sheshada. As long as you are living in this world, you have to do something or the other. Third chapter also Bhagavan said, even for the maintenance of your body, one has to be active. A person become inactive, then others will become active around you. For what? To bury you. Whereas that person who has given up the result of action, no more dependent upon the result for his happiness, such a person is called Tyagi. Then Bhagavan enumerates in this 18th chapter so many items. Jnanam, Neyam, Parijñāta, Karanam, Karma, Karta. These are all the 6 items Bhagavan enumerates in threefold. Three means Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, Sattvic Jnanam, Rajasic Jnanam, Tamasic Jnanam, etc. So, then finally he has Sukham. Happiness is also, there are 3 kinds. Happiness also through can, yes. What are they? Yattadagre vishamiva pariname mritopamam tatsukam satvikam proktam atma buddhi prasadajam. In the beginning, it is like a poison. Yattadagre vishamiva. Difficult. But the end is like nectar. So like early morning getting up is difficult for people who sleeps late. But once you start getting up early, you find you can accomplish a lot of things during the day. Yogasana also, beginning it is very difficult. But if you practice daily, you will be able to do even the most difficult asana, Mayurasanam, Kukkudasanam and all that. Then you will enjoy later good health. So this is called sattvic type of sukham. Then rajasic type. Vishayendriya samyogad yattadagre mritopamam paridame vishamiva tatsukham rajasam smritam. Interacting with the sense objects, with sense organs, there rises certain happiness. But they are in the beginning, it is wonderful. Rasagula, gulab jamun, when it goes into the mouth, wow, wow. Heavenly experiences. And later on, it gives you so many problems, cholesterol, blood pressure, etc. Joy is temporary, but bondage is permanent. The more you do it, the bondage gets deeper and deeper. And this is called Rajasic Sukham. Tamasic. Yatakre chanubande cha Sukham mohanam Nidralasya pramadotham Tamasamudahritam. Tamasic pleasure is that which deludes you in the beginning and end also. Like drug addicts. Their pleasure, What is that? Sleep, laziness, never listen to good advice. Such type of mind and their sukham is called tamasic sukham. Then this 18th chapter is summary of the entire teaching in Bhagavad Gita. Next topic, Bhagavan gives the Chaturvarnyam forecast with little more details. I have given you the detailed description about Chaturvarnyam in the 4th chapter. So I am not repeating it here. So, but the final conclusion is very important. We will see that. Sve sve karmanyabhirataha samsiddhim labhate naraha swakarmanirata siddhim yatha vindati tachranu. According to their temperament, if they choose activities and perform those activities strictly following their temperament, that will become an aradhana, worship of the Lord. For example, now people got Nobel Prize, etc. Think of their history or story. They took up one particular path, maybe a topic of research or whatever. They pursued that path and devoted their entire life for that. Because of that, they achieved something. And therefore they are recognized. Whatever job the providence have given to you, it may be small, do it diligently as an offering to the Lord. Each one has come with some talents. You pursue that. Don't try to copy others. It won't work. Lord has given you some work. Do it with sincerity. That itself become a worship. Then listen how one can perfect with such devotion. Even if your duty is not that great, let us say washing dishes. But if you continue to do that with Shraddha, that I am serving my Lord with this activity, that itself will take you to the goal of perfection. Why that job has come to me? Because the Lord has given you that job for you to exhaust your vasanas. This is called dignity of labor. So this is given in our Shastra also. Then continuing, Chetasa Sarva Karmani Isanyasya Matparaha Buddhi Yogamupashritya Machitta Satatam Bhava. How am I to shift myself to God-centered? Bhagavan gives the technique here, mentally offering all actions as an offering to the Lord. Matparamaha Chetasa Sarvakarmani Maisanyasya Matparaha. Matparaha means Lord alone is the supreme goal. Nothing else is going to satisfy me. Only reaching the Lord alone, you will be totally satisfied. All of us are seeking the Lord only because we all want permanent ananda. The source of that permanent happiness is the Lord. He is Ananda Swarupa. So resorting to Buddhi Yoga means Karma Yoga. May you see me. Continuing. Why? Because Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hriddesharjuna Tishtati Brahmayan Sarva Bhutani Yantrarudhani Mayaya. Arjuna, the Lord is residing in the heart of every living being. Ishvaraha, he says, third party he used here. Afterwards, he will come to the first person singular. First he says, Arjuna, the Lord is residing in the heart of every living being. Brahmayan, like a machine, mounted on that machine called Maya, controlled by the Lord, everyone revolves. Lord is seated in your heart. He is watching over you. Everything. You can cheat others, but not him. He is the one controlling us. Whatever going on in our life, it is his will. We are as though puppets in his hands. Therefore, Bhagavan says, take refuge in him. And with this blessing, everything becomes easy for you. Tameva saranam gaccha sarvabhavena bharata tat prasadat param shantim sthanam prapsasi shashvatam. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Manmana bhava mat bhaktaha Madhyaji mam namaskuru. Pame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Therefore, Arjuna, let your mind think of me. Become my devotee. Sacrifice for me. No sacrifice is sacrifice as the gain is infinite. Prostrate to me means be humble. You shall come to me. This Bhagavan says, I promise you. I tell you this because, Arjuna, you are very dear to me. Now the last verse of Bhagavan's teaching in the 18th chapter. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyah mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. Therefore, Arjuna, my advice is that give up all your dharma. Dharma here means your samanya dharma, vishesha dharma, all your duties, general duties, occasional duties, all of them you give up. Why? Because the most important thing is param dharma. Param dharma is important. All your duties are performed for what? To attain God. That is your attaining God is the param dharma. So entertain the thought of gaining param dharma. And all other dharma, you leave it to me. Seek refuge in me. To attain that, Lord, what is the path that I should take? Take the help. For that also, take the help of Bhagavan only. You allow me to guide you. If you think you entertain the thought, Bhagavan will help you. He will guide you. If you think you can do it yourself, then the Lord will leave you alone. He is a very decent guy. He won't interfere with you. Aham tva sarva papebhyaha. I will liberate you from all your sins. Please, ma shucha. Please do not grieve. All dharmas means physical, emotional, intellectual needs. When your thoughts are lifted to gain the highest goal, all lower thoughts get subsided. Let us say, for example, if you thought of getting a doctorate degree, PhD, then what happened? Your party going stops, watching movie stops, even unnecessary activities also you will stop. Suddenly you become a Mahatapasvi, isn't it? Why? You have to achieve the highest goal. So to here, I will remove all your sin means in the surrender, the sinner is totally destroyed. So the one who surrender is the ego. In the surrender of ego, the sinner is totally destroyed. That state is called moksha. Now Bhagavan started with Ashocha and Ashochastvam. Here he says Ma Shuchaha. Do not grieve. Started with do not grieve and also with do not grieve. That means there is a consistency in his teaching. Now again Bhagavan gives some more advice. Finally ask Arjuna, I have given you my teaching. Now yathechasi tatha kuru. Whatever you think fit, may you do it. Lord gave Arjuna the freedom to choose because Bhagavan has confidence in his teaching that Arjuna will choose correctly. Arjuna uvacha nashto mohasmitil leptva tat prasadan mayachyuta titosmi gata sandehaha karishe vachanam tava. Arjuna said, now he must have picked up his Gandiva and arrows from the chariot, standing up in the chariot confidently, he says, Nashto mohaha, my delusion has gone totally. Smitarlaptaha, my memory has come back to me. I am a wholesome person now. Tat prasadat mayachyuta, because of your grace. There is no more doubt in my mind. I shall do as per your wish. I will follow your words. Now look at this. Bhagavan never changed the outer world. He did not go up and request Duryodhana. Arjuna is not feeling well today. Let us postpone the war. Like that, he never asked. He never changed the outer world. What he changed is the inner thinking of Arjuna. This is what we have to learn from the teaching. You don't have to change the world to be happy. You change yourself and look at the world. You will see, you will be happier. So, concluding, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishnaha Yatra Partho Dhanurtharaha tatra Shri Vijayor Bhutihi Dhruvani Tirma Tirmama. This is Sanjaya's conclusion. So wherever is the very Lord of Yoga, Krishna, and wherever Partha is with bow and arrow, means a person who is dynamically active. Lord Krishna represents the spiritual knowledge. Wherever the spiritual wisdom is, and that alone is not enough. And along with that, dynamic action also there will be prosperity, victory, and happiness. Some are very good in advice, but never practice what they teach. That is why, yoga is practiced in Western countries than in India. We exported all good things to outside. So here Sanjaya concludes, where the spiritual wealth is there, coupled with dynamic action is there revels prosperity, victory, and happiness. This, he says, this is my firm conviction. Now, whatever Gita teaches, we should practice. Only then the beauty of Gita can transform your personality. Don't buy Bhagavad Gita, Holy Gita, and keep it in the puja room. Daily you show arati to it. That will not work. It should be read on a daily basis and lived in our daily day-to-day life. Then Gita will go through you. With that, we conclude the 18th chapter also successfully. Sorry, I took some more time today. It was necessary. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om.